Two brothers, loading Blue J and the Tboy's plane, ventured vast lands and fought many deadly beasts. This is the story of Tboy and Blue J's attempt to survive the deadly fire of the icy peaks. Will they defeat the bosses or will they die trying? This is episode 2, Surviving the Icy Peaks. Wow, this house is looking great.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, what is that in front of us?
It seems to be a bunch of chests.
It must be time to go to the icy peaks.
Hey, there's some special swords and a book and quill.
Tboy said that the book and quill have the coordinates to the icy peaks. He has also asked us to leave all our loot bags. Maybe that's why they left the chest.
But first, let's harvest some of our carrots, so that the villagers have food to eat when we're gone. Hey villagers, make sure you guys check the whole village and give everyone some food to eat while we're gone. Next, let's hire some iron golems. Hello iron golems, make sure you protect the village while me and Blue J are going to the icy peaks.
Me and Tboy are going to the icy peaks. Make sure to keep the villagers safe while we're gone.
Don't worry, they'll be safe in my hands. I've heard that there is a pillager outpost near the icy peaks. Just make sure you'll be safe.
Then finally, I set off to go to the icy peaks. Blue J was a bit behind me, but luckily in the end he was able to catch up. But this wasn't as easy as it seemed. I had to go through many biomes, including the Badlands and even the scarce desert. Finally, once we made it, we were super excited. But first we had to take care of the villager outpost. There were many pillagers and they even had superpowers, so we needed to get to the chest fast. We got a bunch of loot, and even after killing one of the pillagers, I got a special axe called the Berserker Axe. I then went ahead to grab some wool and went straight up to the top of the mountain. Then after flattening out the mountain, I managed to get 2 pieces of stone from Blue J, who is currently at the mines getting diamonds. I made a stone shovel, and then using a special command that me and Blue J had access to, I managed to enchant the shovels. And then I was able to flatten out the mountains even faster. I then continued flattening out the mountain, but then all of a sudden a structure had spawned in. A loud noise went throughout the whole land. I knew this was the time that the beast must have been summoned. I looked at this ginormous structure. It was insane. I didn't know how it got there, who built it, or maybe was it just summoned there. Me and Blue J decided to discuss about whether to go in or not. In the end, me and Blue J decided that there was no point in staying outside, so we went inside to see what was inside. And awaiting us was the Pharaoh, a deadly boss. Now, this was an extremely powerful mob which can shoot fireballs and could give you the wither effect, so we had to be extremely careful. It dropped a special flint and steel. This must have been the way to get to the ruler of the nether. But it wasn't over, as more and more pharaohs started to spawn, and this wasn't the end of it. After defeating the second pharaoh, even more came, and the mountain was starting to get blown up even faster. I had kept fighting the pharaohs and so did Blue J, but it was getting too deadly. At one point, I lost Blue J and was fighting alone. But then something even more scary happened. I went into a cave where I saw a pharaoh to try to defeat him. But once this was happening, Blue J was confronted by a bunch of demons. That's right, a demon legion had been summoned. I had to get back to the surface as fast as possible before Blue J could be healed. Thankfully, we were both able to defeat the demons. But it wasn't over, as after defeating them, we were teleported. Yes, that's right, teleported into a random old room with demons inside. I was freaking out, so I started mining away. And then I spotted a chest. Inside of it was the Netherlord's greaves. That's right, the ruler of the Nether was here right now. I looked up and searched, and then I spotted it. It was the ruler of the Nether. Blue J attempted to try and defeat the ruler of the Nether, but all his efforts were vain. The ruler of the nether was much more powerful than us. That too, he could trap us. So in the end, I decided that it would be an even smarter decision that maybe try and escape. That's right. Even though this was a cowardly act, we needed to do this. Or else we could have been killed. So I decided to start bridging up. Then I started running straight back to the direction we came from. Luckily, we were able to get to the village safe and sound. I was so happy and relieved to be at the village once again. I told all the villagers what I had seen, and they were completely shocked. That's right, all the villagers were shocked. And then, as soon as I turned to the farm, something had spawned in. It was a nether portal. This had to be it. It was time to go to the nether. I knew that it was either now or never. Next episode, me and Blue J will venture into the nether and try and defeat the ruler of the nether for once and for all. Will we end up surviving or will we die trying? Subscribe and like the video if you want it. See you next episode. And until next time, bye for now.